'em or lose 'em. Your viewers, that is. Ads starting now.
Yo, what up? Oh my goodness. Wow, it's been so long. Since the last I've seen my son. Hold on, one second. Gross, blowing my nose. Ew. By the way, you see the new clips in the back? I switched to a different site that does the clip shuffle, the clip roulette. And yeah, you're seeing clips that you've probably never seen before. Good times, good times. Anyway, hello again, everybody. Good time zone. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled Spider-1 branded stream. You made it. Glad you're here. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Stampy, nice first. Simple, nice second. And NinjaBot, nice third. How's it going, gang? How's it going? Well, thanks for hanging out with this guy. Thanks for hanging out with this idiot. Should maybe pick a different color other than red. What's a good color? What's a good color? We could do yellow, bright yellow. There's a reason why they use this here. Very, very contrasty against other colors. Yeah. How's it going since I last saw you 2 hours ago? Welcome. We're doing more Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And in this is session 2. And we're still on the first case. The first half of this case is crazy. Because usually the first case is to introduce you to the mechanics of the game, right? Because they always do this. Like, no matter where you jump into on the Phoenix Wright or the Ace Attorney series, they always do a little tutorial case and whatnot. The first case of the first game being wildly easy. But now we have there's actual stakes. A president was shot. What are we to do? New character, Tabby Lloyd. New character alert. Yeah, I hope you guys are well. I got fruit. I had dinner in between this. Had dinner. I got my snack going. Got water. I had a severe lack of water during the collab today. And there might be one tomorrow, so keep your eye out. Keep your eye on your calendars. Keep an eye on the Discord. But thank you again for being here. Alright, how are we looking? How are we sounding? Should be good. Didn't really change anything from last time. All the chats are good. Active and ready to go. Thank you, Artie. Thank you, dude. Big preach. Avoiding the spoils. And to the winner goes the spoils. You here, Artie? There you are. Oh, how did Mario Man go? Mario Man Wonder. I wanted to try something like that. Hey, high five! Thank you for the biggie. Yo, what up? Guys, I can't believe that meteor actually happened during a Lethal Company. Multiple meteors happened in game, and every time it happened, I said, "Meteor happens." I died to one. I died to a meteor. Is that a sign of things to come for my actual demise? We'll see. A meteor directed only at me. A very tiny meteor. It'd be like, meteor happens. Meteor happens. Elmo's happy. That's not a emote. I just imagine the... Isn't that Star Wars? Makes sense. Hi, Stampy. Hope you're having fun in Rivals. Hope you're having fun in Rivals. Lol. What did everybody do today? I didn't have time to really talk with you guys during the collab today. What'd y'all do? What was new with you? Yabba dabba do. I don't smell like poo. That you know of. That you know of. Actually, I did take a wicked whiz before this. A wicked whiz. Okay, okay. But you don't want to know about that. Probably not. I splurged on Steam games. I splurged on friend multiplayer games. I don't want to say friend slop. I just did, but however. Shut up. I splurge, I splurge. You wanna see? You wanna see what I got? Oops. Wrong thing to F11 there. You wanna see? You wanna see? Look at this. Look at this. Future games to play. Crash Out Crew, Frog Squad, Gamble with Your Friends, Goofy Gorillas, The Headliners, Lockdown Protocol, Mecha Chameleon, RV There Yet, Sledding Game. I got Super Battle Golf a little while back, and Yap Yap. Basically the games that my friends have been playing for weeks and months. I can finally get in on the action, maybe. I'm not one to initiate the the collaboration, so I'll just be like, "Hey guys, I got the games now, guys." But no, we'll see. Whatever happens, happens. There might be a Headliners one. Did Snappy? Oh, you did. Okay. I will say yes. I would like to, if you'll have me. Okay. All right, okay. I'm sweating a little bit. I don't know why. It's always cold out here. It's always cold down here. I should be always shivering. Okay. Where do we leave off in Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambits? We did the first half of case 1, and now we are on the second half. Depending on how it goes, we might be able to start case 2, but I'll do my best. I really do want to see everything the game has to offer. Meteor happens. Hey, NinjaBot. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Lots of meteors happened. Meteor happens. La, 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 la. Forget Prime Day. I'm getting notifications about Prime Day. The Steam Summer Sale is where it's at. Big sale. Although some games I expected to be on sale weren't. So, it's kind of weird. That's their prerogative. That's their want. Okay. Let's do it. Game up, get the game going. Let's go! A Super Mario. I like this one. I like this track. This one's good. The same playlist I've been using for years. You get to know this song pretty well. All right. Why does it say I'm still invited to play? That was from ages ago. This past weekend. Give me... Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just before the tragic events. Let's do it, dude. We loading. Turnabout trigger. We are on ladder. A new development. That was the autosave, damn. Okay, Get the vertical started up. All right. Episode 1, Turnabout trigger, ladder, a new development. Connect this, and here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it to a gang. as the game loads for... With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelly the Killer was in our midst... Oh yeah, Bastion Rook was the one that passed away, that perished. And Shelly the Killer is back! It makes sense that Edgeworth didn't know much about Shelly the Killer. He didn't see him all that much. It was Phoenix and Maya at that time a lot. The case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Nye ordered that the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard. Ooh, right there, Dang, still with gun in hand. March 25th, 4:15 p.m. at Zhengfa presidential plane. No president in sight. Now where could he be? Who knows? I forgot his voice. Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Sorry to disappoint, but did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you would be so kind as to examine the body. Alright. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. Oh yeah, Gumshoe. Oh, that's right. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard.
You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. And there's nothing else for it. Kay Faraday, great thief extraordinaire, will just have to take it from here.
Oh, really? You mean you're going to solve the case for me?
Nope.
I thought not.
But I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom.
Got it. It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup, so I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible. Alright, begin! I'm good at drawing it out. What's this? Someone has left an inflatable boat and an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time.
Wait, but there's only one oar.
You can still row with one oar, you know. Yeah, you have to alternate sides. Why are there just 2 gas masks? Very neatly placed on a table here. 2 gas masks in case of a poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at risk of assassination at all times.
Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course.
Oh? From a fellow thief, I presume?
No, from the Jammin' Ninja. You know, my favorite kids' TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but Toxic Ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns.
And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or 2. You... Hey. From the guy who doesn't want anyone to know that he watches the Steel Samurai. Hey, what's up, Tabby? Miss Lloyd. Ooh, suspicion of murder.
I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bag scoops, not souls.
But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight?
I just, knew y'all would think it was fishy.
Is that really all it was?
Please, you gotta believe me. I could never do something like this.
I'd like to tell you everything will be alright, but... just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it. One way or another.
One way or another. Thanks, Chief. I believe in you.
How many times must I tell you? I am not your chief.
Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Clean forgot you were Chief number 2.
That's not what I meant. Okay, anything to present to you here? Red Raincoat.
Prosecutor's manner is impenetrable, and he cross-examines his subject without mercy. I was rendered speechless before him.
But I haven't even said anything yet. Okay. Photographs?
Sure, I was the one who made that recording, but
I know, you don't need to say any more.
At the end of the day, I'm just a lousy reporter who can't speak for herself, let alone the people.
That's not true. And even if you can't, the evidence can speak on your behalf. The truth is always hidden within the evidence, and it will always reveal itself in the end.
Thanks, Ruffles. I'll be still in that line if you don't mind.
Sure. If it'll cheer her up, I suppose I can let it slide. I have a copyright on it, so... Revolver.
Suddenly, the prosecutor pulled out a revolver and pointed it right at the innocent young reporter. Her tragically short life over. almost before it had begun, she crumpled, doll-like, into a watery grave. Croissant? Croissant? What's up, Ruka? Thank you, dude. How you doing, man? Thanks for the games earlier. Hope you're good, man. Hope you're not absolutely melting in the heat. Happy... Is it the 26th where you are? I died so many times. You did, as did I. I think I died more times. And you were there for a less amount of time. Perhaps if you'd actually been shot, I could understand you saying such awful things, Miss Lloyd. But if I wait that long, I won't be able to say nothing at all. True. True. Okay. What else do you want to see? Still Samurai? My brain was mush as soon as I got due to the heat. How warm is it in your room? Do you use Fahrenheit or degrees? New super clipping. Guess I'm about to make the front page after all. Just not for the reasons I wanted. We've only scratched the surface of this case, Miss Lloyd. It may not have to end that way. The assassin they never saw coming. The demon in reporter's clothing. The shimmering she-devil. Could this stunned young journalist really be a killer? You know the drill. I'll be the talk of the tabloids. The subject of scuttlebutt from here to who knows where. Surely those titles are a tad too much, even for the trashiest of papers. You want to see my badge? He flashes his steely pointed badge and growls. Fess up or you'll be stewing under these lights until the cows come home. I've literally never said that. Then the mean old detective chimes in with, yeah, and you won't be getting any beef stew either, pal. What exactly are you doing, Miss Lloyd? Oh, just a little practice. Prepping for the interrogation y'all are no doubt fixing to put me through. Except that prosecutors have nothing to do with the grilling or stewing of suspects. Fair. It's cooled down now. I also got my fan out. Oh, nice. Fan supreme. All right, so let's, before we inspect the body. By the way, Ruka, how's my accent? The president is on the other side of this door. And what a door it is! Bet I could get the better of it, though. Get the better of it? Doors aren't there to be beaten. But look how heavy it is! Look at that lock! It's just sitting there, begging me to try it. It's smashing! Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked? For me to open it, of course. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your door down. Precisely. For you to open it, of course. Wait. What is the right answer, anyway? Whose line is it, anyway? Okay, let's check, what the hell is this? It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane. Oh. I must scour the scene and inspect... Nook and Cranny! He doesn't say Nook and Cranny anymore, dude. That's not a monitor. What on earth is this?
Oh, that is the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch.
But if that's the case, then why has it been... left up there like nobody cares about it? Yeah, that is pretty weird. It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item. Wait, are those shards of glass underneath? I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here. Alright. Screen showing footage from in and around the aircraft. One monitor is missing. So should I do the other ones here? This one's all static and snow-like. Hey, Coach Skull, thank you for the like. Thank you, dude. SharePlay, how you doing? Good time zone. We're solving the case. We're on the case. Solving crimes. And spitting rhymes. These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior. But I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Really? You sure? You sure? You sure about that? You sure? That's where we are. That's the middle there. Oops. Nothing of interest here. I don't believe there is anything any more to be found here. You sure? That's the outside of the plane. Most intruders could not hope to approach without being spotted. But such measures would be mere child's play in my case. Well, you're saying you can get past cameras like these without being seen? Of course, with ease. You have to teach me how, please! Are you taking any apprentices by chance? This is Shelly the killer we're talking about, dude.
Kay, you do realize who you're talking to, don't you?
I Sorry. Had to ask, though. What a great skill for a great thief to know.
Unfortunately for you, I'm not the type to take on understudies.
You're not, huh? Shame.
Shame? In what way exactly?
Hey, Belle, thank you for the like. Thank you. Belle too cool. You sure? You sure? It's not too late to change your mind. This monitor is displaying a feed of this very room. It didn't go cheap when they bought these.
It didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res.
Oh? I'm afraid I can't quite tell myself, but...
I can even see the little crow's feet under your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead.
If you've quite finished... Shut up. Alright, got the monitors there. What else? Look at the desk. Nook and Granny! What the hell are we looking at here? What is this? Clickers? These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they got a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
Why would they all be here if that were the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor! It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human, and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to that objection. Alright. Let's take a look at the bullet. I guess this is what protected the president?
That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special.
Yes, to protect him from bullets.
What? So it's not just for show?
Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest. Found on desk, has a bullet lodged in it. Is it the president's? Oh. Well, said the well inspector, inspecting 3 wells. Hey, Dill! What's up, man? Hope you're good. Hope you're not dying in this heat.
Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Are you playing Rivals right now?
You are mush. Turned to mush. Turned into stone. John, investigation. What did Edward say before this?
Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you say so? Now I feel silly.
That's fair, Dill. That's fair. Eat all the cold treats you'd like. You deserve it. Documents of some kind.
We could always steal a glance.
We are. Oh, another security plan.
Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. But wait, something feels off. It's the same rough diagram of the stage area.
Yeah, like the other security plan we found.
The one from earlier, you mean? Something's different, I'm sure of it. What could it mean? Okay, so what do we have in this one? This one is less area, less cover for Lakeside now. Work repositioned. Oh, it's the position of Were there the pawns in this one? Oh, there weren't. Also covered in case of amphibious assaults. The president's safety is paramount. Spectator area should be covered at all times. Can I say this? Eureka! The 2 plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point? Cold treat like... No! Not that! No. Nuh-uh. Get out. Out! A refreshing treat. Cold treat. Cold pizza is not refreshing nor delicious. Or even... That's against some sort of Geneva Convention.
Huh? Oh, you're right.
You love cold pizza? What does ban Ruka Let's Plays forever mean? What does ban Axolotl and Ruka Let's Plays together mean? Geneva Con?
Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
Why the urgency?
Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. He infiltrated the security detail. Posed as one of us. Rook figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president.
Whoa, look at look at this. This picture kind of goes hard. Look at this. Oops. It fades back in. Must be a European thing. I'm a peon. Right now.
If our leader hadn't stepped in just then, we'd all have been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Rook put a bullet in him for good measure, too.
And where were you while all this was happening?
You were the first one I overpowered, were you not?
Oh, he was strangling him. Oh, I see.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shut up, kid!
Oh, now I get it. Oh?
Your neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed.
What? It's you!
His name being the killer is good. Yeah, we bet him in the I forgot what game it was. Was it the second game or the third game? But yeah, Shelly the Killer was the one who kidnapped Maya.
Busted up my neck so bad, I can't even look to my right.
I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury as well. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He was truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention.
I'm just as good as he ever was!
You were a pawn to his queen, my young friend.
What the heck do you know?
So that's why you remembered Mr. Rook's name? You admired his skills as a bodyguard? Indeed. While I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. It joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me.
So that's the connection he was talking about.
And that's why we changed up the security plan. How to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anyone on stage he didn't trust. He only trusts two people. Me and Rook.
I see. So there is meant to be more security, but then only two. That seems not wise.
How does that explain your change of position?
Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side.
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. I could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
I see. Right. So our right, not stage right. I see. Okay. Oh, but maybe that is stage right, actually. What do I know? What is this?
A curious figure of a curious animal with a curious expression is staring right at me, curiously.
And look, there's a big lever right by his butt.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything, I swear. Did I say that out loud?
I imagine that lever opens the panels beneath my feet.
Ah, I see. So he's standing on a trap door.
Trap door?
First scam.
I strongly advise you not to pull it. Do so and you will regret it. You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer. The killer.
Okay. I think we examine everything here. So now... Ooh. Flotation device. It's a solid circular life preserver designed to be used in case of an emergency on the water. Or rather, the sea to be more precise.
Ooh, the sea! I love the sea. We should go sometime.
Sorry, but you'll have to make that particular trip without me.
Aw, don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. You can have lobster rolls, ice cream, all that good stuff.
Something tells me the sea isn't the main attraction for you, is it? Nope. Bird! Birdie! Oh, it's a riot shield. A riot shield, and next to it, a canary in a cage.
Aw, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter partner in crime?
Partner in crime?
Well, yeah, she can help me with lockpicking, stuff like that. A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases. Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it? Well, that's what they got the gas mask for. Maybe it is like that for that. You know what? Let's talk with Kay.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
Notice anything?
So, there were two red-hooded assassins?
Well, I don't know if we can say that with any certainty just yet.
But Mr. the Killer is a professional assassin, right? And Tabby was pointing a laser sight at the president. I give up. This one's a real mind bender.
If the truth cannot be discerned, if the truth cannot be discerned, it is because something is obscuring it.
Oh, I gotcha. So if we could swipe that something, the next treasure will be bagged will be the truth.
Yes, I suppose you could put it that way. How to investigate?
I've been studying up on how to investigate like a pro, you know?
Have you really? That's good to hear.
Yeah, so basically you examine stuff, and that helps you figure out what evidence and information to bag. Then you connect some of that stuff, some of that info you picked up, present some evidence you pocketed, and poof! Suddenly you're making off with the greatest treasure of all, the truth! Well, can't say I haven't been putting in the work in, can you?
I applaud the effort, Kay. About the case.
I can't believe a real-life assassin is asking us to investigate a real-life crime!
Indeed. Just what is his game?
Either way, all we can do now is push on ahead. Let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. For Mr. Rook!
A sidekick's role? What does that mean?
It's hard work being somebody's trusted sidekick.
I don't remember ever asking you to become one.
And how come you get to do all the detectiving and all the fun stuff? It's no fair!
I don't remember becoming a detective either.
But you've got the brains for it. All you're missing is a pipe in your hand.
I'm not sure I know what we're talking about anymore.
Are you kidding? We're talking about how to be the perfect sidekick. Maybe I should keep a database where I can store all the vital information we find. But then I'd just be doubling up on what you already do, huh?
I should never have bothered asking. Damn, alright. Can I talk with you? I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. A mutual understanding. Things are progressing well, I hope. There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine. Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds. I remember them quite well. Yes, I know. Indeed you do, so please, do take care not to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise. I really have no choice but to do as he says for now. Assassination attempt.
Can't believe I let an assassin on. Can't believe I let an assassin on the president's plane.
You know very well it was for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight.
Don't give me that. I know what you really want.
You do indeed, because you heard me say it already. I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death. But you did also say you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone? You seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work, but it's not entirely unheard of.
Fine. I'll get back to the investigation.
Good. I am expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Alright, you freakazoid. Freak on a leash. Let's examine his body, finally. Nook and Cranny! Alright, let's start from the bottom of his shoes. Oh, okay, well, the whole victim. It's the victim, Mr. Bastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zhengfa. He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as he started shooting. As soon as the shooting started. Which means he continues to do his duty right up until his dying breath. At least he'll get posthumously promoted? Okay, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth. Well, what do you mean? I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place. That's what you're on about? Why is there a briefcase? Okay, hold on. There's the bullets and the gun, okay. Let's see the briefcase. It's a bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. Really? Oh, that's what that was. I see. There was some in case photographed too. Oh, there was... Oh. Oops, demons! By myself. Looks like Rook and Knights each had one. And as we see here, Knight is facing left, so he can't look right. Oh, hey! That's a photo I snatched! You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay. But I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know? Give me one moment in time. Excuse me. I take it snatch is your new favorite word. Yeah, I love snatch. Maybe. Okay, let's look at the gun. So the victim was also carrying a revolver. It looks like he was trying to use it. He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there, and no other signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zheng Fa too?
Yep, sure was. We're always issued with the same model gun.
Oh. 6-shot revolver on loan from Zheng Fa. Alright. And the bullet hole. The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. Where did it end up? Oh, it's true. True. He was hit in an area his bulletproof vest didn't cover. Oh, very smart. Like it was on purpose or something, huh? The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to stanch it, but to no avail. Okay. The medics must have been brought in to try and save him. Sadly, it was too little, too late. Okay, I think I've looked at everything here. Let's double check. Blood on the floor? No? Maybe? It's a trap door connected to the lever on the curious figure. If someone were to open it, everyone would fall through. Mr. Rook, Mr. the Killer.
Don't even think about it.
I wasn't. I mean, I wouldn't dream of thinking of ways to take you down.
Why does it just you keep your monologues internal?
Smart man. Nowhere else? Your crotch, perhaps? Anything hiding in there? Alright, let's get out of here. I think we have everything, hopefully. Just one more look around here. That's a breathing mask. Breathing apparatus. I think we have everything. So let's see. Oh, here. There's a wide selection of protective equipment here. Bulletproof vests, hazmat gear. No way! There's even a spacesuit! I get the sense that the president thinks he's very much in need of protection at all costs. But what if he was in a gunfight and there was poison gas everywhere? And he was in space? What would he do then, huh? Then he'd simply put on the bulletproof vest, the hazmat gear, and the spacesuit. That's probably easier said than done. You know what? You're right. You're right, Kay. Okay, let's put the pieces together. Found trash can. 6-shot revolver. The next position was that. Okay, let's do bulletproof vest. And then was up and fired. Bullet through body? Because if that is, because it went through him. Yeah, okay. 2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag and into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life. Very smug about it. But there's a bullet in the president's vest too, right? How is that possible? How indeed? The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation. There is? After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1. No way!
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse.
And he wasn't injured at all by the impact? Even when obstructed by a vest, the bullet can inflict serious damage.
Sure, I know guys who've got broken bones that way, but the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff.
Sounds like he didn't need a vest. Let's not get carried away here. I want that bullet's ballistic markings analyzed. Remind me what those are again? Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort. You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away!
Might be easier said than done. Our bullets hit solid armor. The impact will have completely flattened it. You'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find.
What? But I was all set for some analyzing. Alright, so the bullet itself was crushed flat by the impact. That makes sense. So the revolver here in the assassination attempt, right? That doesn't add up. Damn it! I better think again.
Okay. I check here already? I've already inspected it. It's the president's favorite plushie. It seems to hold some sentimental value for him. And underneath it are a few shards of glass. Okay. Alright, let's see. What else can we determine from this? Rook's gun and six-shot revolver? Can I connect those two? Oh, okay, shoot. They're the same gun, but why does one have a scope? The two guns are exactly the same, meaning it's likely that the one we found is also from Jingfa. Oh. Two spent bullets, same model as the victims. Got it. The bodyguards all got their guns from the Jingfa authorities, right? Yes. Are they, like, super rare or anything? No, I don't believe so. This model isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either. Boo! And here I thought they might be valuable treasures. Yes, it is something of a shame. Whoa! I just mentioned treasures. You actually responded for once. I only mean to point out that if the guns were rarer, it would be much easier to trace them, which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose. Ha! See? Everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including the investigation. You could say that. Alright then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation. He certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden. Oh.
That's quite enough investigating for now.
What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case?
No, not yet.
Is that so? Then perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you do so.
Another witness? Who? You don't mean...
The most important witness of all, the man on the other side of that door.
He really intends to have me question the president?
Now, if you would be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop right there, the killer! You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you!
Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you are watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Oh? Will he? Will he not? Will he, won't he? Find out.
Well then, if nothing else, we now know what kind of man you really are.
Mr. President! Stop! You can't do this! Let's all just calm down, alright?
Come on, detective. Where the blazes are you? Eek! The lights! What's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all, even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip.
No! Stop!
Is he dead?
Eek! Hey! You won't get away with this, Tequila!
I have seen enough. I now know the truth.
Where are you? Where did you go?
Oh, shoot! Uh-oh.
I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Did he die? Did Knight die? Sir! Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe?
Sir! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Oh boy. Oh! Where did Knight go? Oh no, he's right there. Shoot, man. 4:45. I must have been knocked unconscious.
Sir, you're okay!
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke myself up. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it. So you can stop worrying.
Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see,
Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir. Bodyguard over there told us something too. Seems there's an inflatable boat missing, by the window. Oh, where, did he take that? The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake. God dang it. Dude. What about the cordon around the park? I called everybody back in to stake out the plane, including the guy stationed across the water.
No! So he's completely slipped through our fingers?
Not the best look for the department, but yeah.
Hey, Edgeworth!
Mr. Knight, you're alive.
Yeah, no thanks to that murderer.
Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Calling card. Marked with a seashell.
Guess you wanted to leave a message. Left behind by assassin Shelley the Killer when he made his escape, adorned with his distinctive seashell emblem.
The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims.
But you're not dead, sir.
But I could have been. Maybe that's the message. The medium is the message. Marshall McLuhan. I can't stop thinking about his passing words.
I have seen enough, and now I know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, so we did hear those. And now I know the truth. The truth about what?
Roger that! All clear out here, sir. Over.
What's going on?
That was the president. He's coming out.
Now? Of all times? Hey, oh my god.
He's beefcakes, dude.
So he's the president of Zhangfa, Mr. Dijun Wang. And you are? It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dijun Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhangfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir, but all I did was solve a few local cases of murder. You are too humble. I have been observing your investigation. You are an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away. That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through the security feed. Coward! Sadly, I must inform you that this is as far as your investigation goes. What do you mean? Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has appraised me of the state of affairs, and from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhangfa's police force, the finest in the world. Even with the killer out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case?
What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks to Mr. Edgeworth like that. If it hadn't been for him, the killer would have...
Detective! Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhangfa's jurisdiction.
You fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no! 1,000 times no! I will not explain myself to you! Now hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane.
I'd do what he says if I were you, Edgeworth.
This can't really be the end of the line, can it? No, the UI's still on screen. Oh, case evidence handed to Mr. No, dude, really? Really, dude? Oh. Why? Why let us come so far, only to pull the case out from under us?
Now, you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect.
Yes, sir, right away.
To make an attempt on my life? To murder one of my faithful servants? The effrontery, the villainy!
I didn't murder nobody. Cause
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist.
Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and inequity, can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no. 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness. There can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you.
He's hiding something, I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth.
Mr. Edward, sir!
Mr. Edgeworth, there's gotta be something we can do.
Oh? Think, Miles. Remember, how many times have you faced situations like this in the courtroom? Too many. You confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always got the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words. Oh, he's hyping himself up. The ego. Oh, here we go. Mind chess! And now, let us analyze the state of play. There he is. Begone, puny prosecutor! Or do you dare defy the direct order of a president? He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force. When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's a head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission, but I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and his expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he's insisting on Sheng Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit. Mind chess! Commence! So who will take over the case? Please, about the case. Did I give you permission to speak? No! 1,000 times no! Bide my time. I am the leader of Sheng Fa. I have no time for you insolent backchat. Your insolent backchat. I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You see that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force? I do. Now enough of your pointless questions. Bide my time. I'm waiting. Huh. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Sheng Fa. You have no rights here. Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be a useful clue. Explain to me why I'm off the case. Could you at least explain to me why I'm off the case? Imbecile! Cease your insolent jabbering! I need not explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern. Perhaps it's time to employ my clue. Are they related to our current location? In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location. Oh, it got it ruffled. Huh. You smarmy smart aleck. As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Sheng Fa, and from that we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct? Ooh. Enough! Cease your objectionable whining! Are things getting too hot for you? Bide my time. If you have nothing else to say, then stop wasting my time and get out of my sight! Maybe there is such a thing as biding my time too much. Uh-oh. Can't let him bully me onto the back foot. I have to stay calm and alert. Can we just move into... Okay. Yeah. Spay I'm off the case. Learn to current location. Okay. So if he's sweating, then that means I could press some more. Okay. I gotcha. Are things getting too hot for you? You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated. Boom! Boom, baby. Do I get some time back, or? You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true. Extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here. Interesting. So stop using that word. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all of this. Huh. Let's dig a little deeper into the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we? Alright. This next move will surely decide the victor. He may be the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack. Does that rule really apply here?
You believe that extraterritoriality applies here, but can you prove it?
Do you even understand what you're asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame? Calling into question the good word of one such as myself.
Starting soon. Snooze 'em or lose 'em. Your
Nothing to be
viewers,
ashamed
that
of.
is.
You're the one who should be ashamed. Bye my time.
I have no more time for this. You clearly cannot be saved from your old foolishness.
You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Your chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extraterritoriality cannot be denied. This is Zhengfa!
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another tack for now. You overplayed your hand. Surely you see that you overplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You need only obey me, nothing else.
Bye my time. Okay, let me snooze this for now. Snooze once. What? Nothing went wrong. Give it another try.
Ad starting
Ow!
now.
We'll pause here. It was a good time to pause, actually. Go get some water, some snacks. Ah, these voices are killing me. To finish off my my fruits. Gonna check up on some things here, make sure purchases went through. Dude, I'm so excited. I'm glad I splurged. I'm glad I splurged on Steam games. I waited for the big sale. Hope you're enjoying this so far, guys. This is crazy. This is wild. I feel like Mind Chess is a little easier than like interrogating people. You just have to read their expressions. That's probably gonna be harder to tell later on, but. Bam, bam, bam. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, everything's going good. Boop, boop, bop, boop. Boop, 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 bop, boop. Sorry, if I don't finish this fruit now, that's never gonna be finished at all. One more blackberry. Okay. And ads will be ending, and bam. There we go. Welcome back from ads. Let's continue on with Mind Chess. How's there so far? I bide my time, and then this is Wang's current line here.
You dare tell me how to govern, how to lead? You dare contradict me?
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt? Yes, I do.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There is nothing left to debate.
I still have plenty to say. Yes, of course, she is the culprit. Bide my time. One more time.
Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There is no other viable suspect.
Fascinating. But he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane. This could be a vital clue. Okay, so does that rule apply here? Maybe no shame. Bye-bye time. Surely is admirable. Time to deploy my clue. She fired at you from outside the plane? Oh, haha. There we go. I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane to doubt. However, according to you, she shot at you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified. Boom! How could I have bested by a mere prosecutor? But I am the president! The president! Checkmate. Yeah, baby. Hello. Mind chess checkmate.
Complete!
Hooray. I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President. Oh, calming down. I hereby officially and unreservedly confer my approval. Consider it a gesture of the magnanimity and generosity for which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby, there can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty and our hearts. People of Shangfa, I swear to you here and now, this investigation will continue.
All that when he just could have said, okay, you got me.
Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence.
Take it.
Hey, hooray! All right,
We did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
we sure did. And now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify? Whoa, that's your next move! If you want the president to testify, you'll have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. He will get his day in court soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigation stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well.
All right, here we go. This is what I'm after. President Wang's testimony.
Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then, bang! A shot rang out, and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
I guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here.
Yes, a victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That makes it even weirder. Why would the target of the crime try to obstruct the investigation?
My guess is that there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public.
A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye.
And the president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this once and for all. All right, here we go. Rebuttal. Rebut. Where was I when the incident occurred? The stage, of course.
Hold it!
Okay, let's just keep pressing. And how would you describe the incident exactly?
Oh, you naive little man. Do you really think your silly, simple question will shake me? I was involved in a craven attempt to silence me with cold steel. And while I was speaking to my adoring public, no less.
Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me.
Hold it!
Okay. When they stepped in to protect you, were you aware of the fact that you were being targeted?
Was I aware of the... No! I was aware of my audience. Nothing else. When I step up to the podium, I enter another world of entirely. A place of rapture. A place beyond words.
Yeah, I think that's called stage fright. I bet you were like a deer in headlights.
No! 1,000 times no! I remember every second. Each moment
indelibly etched in my memory. When Lurkin Knight stepped in, I was shocked, overwhelmed, taken aback. Then, bang! A shot rang out and a plain, unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. That's not... I'll press it anyway. About that red balloon. Are you trying to test me, Mr. Prosecutor? No, Mr. President. I simply wish to confirm what you remember. Huh. Very well. There were two very large, very round balloons, one on either side of the stage. Their deep crimson hues stood stark against the sky, just as the security plan said they would. The same security plan we found in the trash can, I assume. Rook and Knight leapt to my aid just before the balloon exploded. Not hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. You said they tried to escort you back onto the plane? Yes, that is exactly what I said. Look at my muscles. They threw open their attaché cases. That must be the moment Kay captured on camera. And immediately moved to help me back onto the aircraft. And then the second shot. Hold on.
Hold it!
Hold it! Do you know where that second bullet went? Is this how you treat a foreign dignitary? Or do you really think such needling questions necessary?
Well, what's he so upset about?
Must you insist on going over the same details again and again? Even my patience has its limits. You know full well where it went. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Hold it!
Okay. If I may ask, what was the victim like in that moment? He was a man amongst men, a real hero. The mere impact of the bullet took my breath away, and yet he had the strength to grab me and rush me back inside the presidential plane. So you and the victim entered the plane together, is that correct? Yes, he offered his noble protection, and I gladly accepted it. All was as it should be. That sounds nice and all, but doesn't that just mean he's always the first to make his escape? He's the president detective. It's basically in his job description to do so.
Nothing you say seems too off base.
Guys, the victim here. Wouldn't make much sense for him to lie to us, you know? Guess we gotta assume he's telling the... No. One of the things he said is clearly wrong. Think back to the scene of the crime.
Huh? Did we miss something? Alright, let me see that evidence again.
I might as well take another look at myself. So the one I want to press on is a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. That is not what happened, though. That's not what happened. That is the Steel Samurai, baby. That's a Steel Samurai that was hit. That's the Steel Samurai balloon. Ah, gotcha. You say it was a plain red balloon that burst, but I strongly bet to differ. Whoa! Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it's hardly plain, wouldn't you? No! What? Who is that? Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him, especially if you were hoping to ingratiate yourself with the people of this country.
Yeah, you need to watch the Jammin' Ninja too. He's amazing.
So you see, the balloon that was struck by the bullet was anything but plain. It was, in fact, of the Steel Samurai. But the briefing mentioned two plain red balloons. And there they are, right under the security plan.
They do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons.
Knight! What is the meaning of this? Explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. President. It seems the Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told. Guess they only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site after last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. From what I hear, he was more than willing to lend it out. A very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said.
A happy-go-lucky stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare. Huh. Oh, do you think? Oh, is this Larry's? Is this Larry's?
They filled up the bottom part with air to make it look like the other ornamental balloon.
Oh.
So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water.
Is that the long and short of it?
Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
Could he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon? Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course!
What's that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it?
That's right. The wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Is that so?
Yes, those two flags. They were being blown back towards me.
There would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident, strong enough to blow the flags in just such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case? Yes, it does. It does. Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
It has?
Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down, the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags as the President describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning. Which piece of evidence contradicts the stated conditions of the stage at the time of the incident? Well, obviously, the bullet trajectory. We have the thing itself? No, the bullet trajectory. It would have gone through the flag and into the balloon.
Take that!
Take that! Earlier, we deduced that the bullet has struck the Steel Samurai balloon, and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduce the trajectory that the bullet must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area, but the flags were blowing as the President describes. Our conclusion becomes quite different.
No way! The flags were pointed in the other direction.
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace that trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired that shot.
Oh! Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean...
Yes, I know, we may not understand the reason why, but it can only have been one person who did it. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. No way! No way, really? No way. No. Really? What?
Take that!
No way. No way. The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight. What? The path from the balloon back through the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Extrapolations from the bullet trajectory suggest that Knight fired the shots that popped the balloon. Whoa, but why? Distraction? But the guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons? This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin?
Seriously, Edgeworth, we put up with a lot from you, but this? We're President Wang's bodyguards. We're the pieces that put on the board to protect the king.
I'll handle this, Knight.
Sorry, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof. Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during the crucial moment. The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what happened with the flag then too. So it has to be the tape? I have your proof, right? Can't quite bring myself to show it to him. What do you think, Kay?
Of, that thing? Right there?
This? Oh, no, I just wanted to see how it felt in the hand.
You can just say you got it wrong, you know.
Oh, I suppose I should take another look. First shot. What was? Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. You want visual proof? Duh, visual proof. Duh. Your proof is in this picture right here. This should be good. Which picture? Where? In which way can you see the flag was really blowing? Right here. Probably right there, yeah. Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag?
Aye.
There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you in the moment of the shooting.
So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon.
Making him the assassin?
Mr. Knight. Oh, Mr. Knight? But why, though? It would be the cause of distraction, but why? He's not the assassin, he's not. Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely, that's true. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer, or I might aim for something else next.
There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest. Knight definitely shot the balloon. Okay. That fact alone changes everything about the case. Alright, logic time. So it's Knight shot the balloon and Knight's position, right? Yeah. Yeah. Only two we have that make sense. Why did Knight's assigned position change?
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he even have been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping with the balloons? And if we suppose that to be the case, the two plans are different. The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
That's right. The president was the one who ordered the change. Change the president's orders so Knight could pop the balloon? For that purpose? Okay, assassination attempt, change of plans. It's a premeditated attack. Is he working with the assassin? If I'm reading things right, the president knew in advance about the balloon shooting, which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, and everything else that's been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out the shooting wearing a conspicuous item of clothing? Why would a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? Why use a laser sight? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? He's a beefcake. These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider. There is only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired this gun. To create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
What?
Huh? Idiot. You do understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
How dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, it's no joke, I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning, nothing more. The first shot was fired by Mr. Knight, with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause a panic. And then, he fired again.
He did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then, what's the deal with the one in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred.
So, Mr. Heroic President? So, Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all?
That's not true! I was shot, I tell you!
We'll be able to verify that for ourselves when we take a closer look at the bullets. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
But you said it yourself! You found the shooter in a photograph! The person with the red hood!
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
Then where does Tabby fit into all this?
She was simply one part of their plan. In order to place the suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin. The highly suspicious person with the red hood. I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in the whole scheme, but I can say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right. Then I was...
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into a panic, yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled they could vanish into thin air.
But then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends here were hoping for.
Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case. They wanted you out of their hair.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetrated by the president himself.
Oh my lord. His jowls. Oh.
No,
The presidential mask has well and truly slipped off. It truly slipped. And he's, as well as letting himself go, was he on performance-enhancing drugs? What the hell? Steroids? Admit it. The entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
that stupid chief prosecutor had insisted on citing you. How could I let this happen?
Objection!
Objection! That's enough, Mr.
That's enough, Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight!
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. Whoa, whoa. So go ahead. Keep running your mouth.
Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words.
He wouldn't. Would he?
Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that in front of a crowd of thousands?
An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
A certain something, huh? More specific.
Obviously. If you look at the picture again. Yeah, what do you think you would have been doing with this other hand? With this here, clearly. Bulletproof attaché case.
My attaché case?
Yes, take a look at Kay's photograph. Aha! Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun, and in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
Objection!
You don't like to let the facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed.
Notice what?
That the theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. The flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hit my gun with my attaché case. We changed the security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it. If you at least had a bullet that burst a balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could have run for it to see it match my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You gotta go dredge it up.
I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth.
Hold it. Is he back? Oh. Oh! Tabby? Miss Lloyd. Of course. She could shed some light on the whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
No, never mind.
That's what I thought.
Miss Lloyd! I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, the truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not?
Dang it! I can't stay quiet any longer.
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have shown you this before.
What is it?
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. But that's all I done. I never shot nobody.
You stupid! I thought I told you! You squeal, you go down as an accomplice!
It was him! He told me to do it! I was at Shangfai's embassy, sniffing out a story, like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me now and I'll give you exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
But what about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. All he's told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood and to point their pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that... the assassination was a sham.
Oh, what's wrong with you people? Don't you know? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from the case as you intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet,
That face! Whoa, dude!
Whoa, that's a YouTuber Let's Play thumbnail face right there. Yo, okay, this is awesome. Yo, I need this as a PNG, dude. I need this full frame art. I need this full frame. That's awesome.
So let me get this straight. You told Tabby, if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that?
Of all the dirty... I said no such thing!
President Wang?
Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's our only choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt?
I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something important? Why do something like that?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life might give me the boost I needed. And now I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies. All of it.
In the bullet in the vest?
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today.
Okay, fly ahead of time? How do you do that? How do you go about that?
But then, what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning the fake assassination into a real one.
Hey, Big Tom! Good to see you. How you doing? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Welcome in. We're playing Investigations 2. Playing through it blind. This is the 5th game in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. I'm doing good. Doing well. Voices going a little bit because of the voices I'm doing, but that's story-based games for you. Well, what have you been up to today? Thank you for following earlier. I see it's your first time in here. First time in here formally, but so thank you. Thank you for returning. Thank you for being here. Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. You'd hope to get in close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, and what would that be?
Why did Wilf have to die? If the whole thing was fake, how did you wind up getting killed for real?
Oh my goodness! Big Tom, thank you for the Prime. Thank you for using your Prime. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, very kind of you. What the hell? Wow. I still have to fix those alerts where it says, yeah, $5 less. But thank you very much. What's up, SLN? What's up, SLN? Is that Jack's profile picture?
Jax!
Looks like it. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. What's up?
If the whole thing was fake, how did you wind up getting killed for real?
That's true. And therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard. The best, in fact. He may not have be a native of Shangfai, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Ooh.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the...
Sorry.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like he was as trustworthy as the president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. But I would say yes. Mr. Rook must have known about the plan too then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted.
What was so great about him anyway?
Knight! I'm surprised at you. Not really. What's gotten into him?
It was just another piece of the board there to protect you. There to protect you, nothing more.
Mr. Knight, how could you?
Who's it actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, that pious coward back down when you needed him to step up the most.
I value your support too, of course, but...
Look, I'm your chief bodyguard now. That's all that matters. And now that the spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team.
We are all aware of your ambitions, Knight. What? Doesn't it seem a little imprudent to you? Imprudent?
Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, and as they always will be.
That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer wouldn't never have come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane.
Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that.
Fine. The guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
But did he die protecting the president?
Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Oh, come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots were fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through the balloon. But the second, it wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
A real assassin, but not the killer. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily-white queen over there.
What? Bear trap.
Miss Lloyd.
Again with this? I'm not your dang assassin.
But is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. Go in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Oh, shoot. Shoot, all right. Dude, my voice is going. All right, here we go. Knight's Gambit.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in the room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
So you don't actually know that when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
An eye doesn't protect the Rook, Mr. Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You want to translate?
He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king, you lose the game. Isn't that the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Doesn't matter. It's still a victory. I keep the president safe. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match. In any case, for this is where our battle really begins. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it! As soon as I shot the balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. The victim really didn't take part in your little plan, then, did he?
Nope. And we kept him in the dark on the details.
So you really thought the president was in danger? Oh wait, he must have noticed that the shot came from right... He must have noticed that the shot came from right next to him.
Maybe he did. Guess we'll never know. And even if he did know it was a sham, he still had a job to do. He still had to protect his king.
And he was... I'm losing the voice, dude. I'm losing Knight's voice. And he was able to make a judgment like that in a split second. Impressive. He really was as capable as they say.
Not so capable that I couldn't read him like a book. I made it so that he had no choice but to go along with a little performance.
I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room.
Hold it!
Why do that? You and the president both knew the whole thing wasn't real.
But it had to seem real. There were people everywhere. It's not a good look, right? Imagine if someone had spotted a man who'd just been shot at. hanging out in his planes, sipping grape juice like he didn't have a care in the world.
And what was the victim doing during this time?
Who knows? I was in the safe room, like I said. Anyway,
When he came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground.
Hold it!
Where on the ground exactly?
right where he is now, the middle of the floor. The door on the outside was shut, though. Guess the bullet must have hit him right before he closed it. And thanks to his little blunder, my whole plan fell apart.
Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk that way.
He may have kept you safe, Mr. President, but he isn't here to save. He isn't here now to save a good name. I call that a dereliction of duty. What would you call it?
An honorable try, which is more than what you'd give, I say. Damn! Say it out loud to his face.
Sorry, but that's just how it is.
Miss Journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage.
Hold it!
Weren't you and Mr. Rook both carrying bulletproof attaché cases?
Yeah, open them right up after Rook spotted the laser sight. We moved into covering positions and used them to shield the president.
So the bullet that hit Mr. Rook traveled through a gap in that defensive shield? Do you really believe Miss Lloyd to be that skilled a marksperson?
No, she was aiming for the president. That makes her a lousy shot.
So it was pure coincidence that Mr. Rook was hit? And the bullet simply happened to find its way past your attaché cases and through the gap in his vest?
Seems crazy to me too, but the facts are the facts. It was a shot in a million, but the shooter hit the bullseye, and the proof is in your hands.
That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
Hold it!
So the second shot had nothing to do with you?
Right, that one was fired by your little friend. Imagine the scoop shit up bag if it had hit its mark.
I'm a journalist, you hear? I don't make facts, I report them.
Yeah, a journalist who signed up to a fake assassination plan in the hopes of getting a story.
That's not...
Look, I'll admit it. I set the whole thing up. And your role was to aim that laser pointer at the president. It's not my fault that wasn't enough for you. You were the one who decided to bring a gun to the party. Who knows, maybe you thought if you kept on shooting, you could shut me up too.
So Mr. Knight's suggesting that he first fired one shot and then Miss Lloyd fired one more.
Yeah, basically implying that Tabby also had a gun on her. Beats me where she could have got one from, but hey.
His entire testimony is pure conjecture. He can't prove any of it.
You're right. Let's hit him with some cold, hard, undeniable evidence.
Alright, I think I know where to go for this. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can. But the gun we found... This was the one we found in the trash can. Two spent bullets, same model as the victims. So it was two shots. It was two shots from this revolver found in the trash can. So it can't be one from one gun and one from the other, because we found two spent bullets here. And there were only two on the tape, so
Objection!
yeah. Let's go. Let's go! So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that?
Sure, I'm sure.
Well, what you have proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice. I love that face, man. Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple. Because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Somebody faked the evidence?
Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they'd have to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I get it! So that's why it's got two spent rounds, huh?
Precisely. And as we've already proven, the bullet that burst the balloon came from a different weapon, which makes it entirely possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Rook didn't come from this gun either.
Yeah. Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. Why don't you get to the point? You've come this far. Spit it out.
Oh, I intend to, don't worry. The person who really shot Mr. Rook was...
Sparkle Knight. You, Mr. Knight. You're the one who murdered Mr. Rook. Oh, finally got the courage to say it, huh?
Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook, alone, together. Oh, damn. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Objection. Wait, you're really going to claim there's a third one now? You said only 2 gunshots were heard. Want to tell me how that works?
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire.
But wasn't the president right next to the door?
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President,
I didn't hear anything.
but you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
The camera in this room isn't normally on. I had to manually switch it on when I entered the safe room.
And that's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
What's gotten into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important.
Please, President Wang.
Fine, I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. Just the slightest hit of that awful noise and, oh, it's just too much.
Kay is flabbergasted, mouth agape. Gumshoe is just...
This is disappointing, sir.
Oof. That there's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
Hey, Chad Hammonds, thank you for the follow on SharePlay. Thank you very much. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome. Just doing some voice acting for Ace Attorney Investigations 2. First time playing through. It's only the first case already. It's already wild. Welcome in. How you doing? Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wang was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on, which means you knew that the circumstances were perfect for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly?
You think I killed the old half-wit? You don't trust me much, huh? These are the things I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day.
I want to believe you, but...
Hey, just got an invite. Then welcome in. Welcome to the platform. You just got there's some upgrades down the line that I'm very excited about. So I hope you're excited too. But yeah. How goes it? How goes your day? How goes about your life and all?
I don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the number of bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you know that there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. Then today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook.
That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it.
Maybe, but can you prove it's not true?
Not with any uncertainty, no. Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing without conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
There must be something, wasn't there, Mr. Edgeworth? If we can't prove it, Tabby's... Please, Ruffles. I messed up. I know I did. I should never have done what I did, not even for a scoop. But murder? No, that ain't me. And a murderous bone on my body.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can. Gotta be up by 3 for work. 3 in the afternoon. Or 3 in the morning. It's 3 in the morning. Graveyard shift. Yeah, hope that's hope that's going well for you. Hope work's going well, yeah. I'm lucky enough to not have had shifts like that, but I can only imagine, so.
How can you... Perhaps I can?
If you had at least a bullet that burst the balloon, you might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine, you could run forensics to see if it matched my gun.
If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case. End of conversation.
Oh. Hold it right there.
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof?
Of course I do.
This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. My conclusive evidence is... not in my possession. Not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, the bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body. But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back to an earlier conversation. After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life then found itself lodged in the vest.
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse.
But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where's the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeworth. Come on then. Don't keep us in suspense. Joshi Minge, go on then.
Does any of the evidence point to where the bullet that killed Mr. Rook might have ended up? Yeah, it would have to be the security monitors. The broken thing there. There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yes, a prosecutor with some common sense.
Take a look at the bank of monitors, at the bank of security monitors.
Oh,
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this plane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right-hand side of the aircraft, and that's because one of the monitors is missing.
Ugh.
There was a monitor in that space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
there was. I have no idea what my plushie is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what is obviously lacking. But where did it go, and why? The why is easy enough to answer, because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
So where did the missing monitor go?
Where, indeed. I believe that it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir. Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember?
I have no objection to the search. Please go ahead. If it will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook, I will not stand in your way.
What are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else?
The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind.
Hey, we found it. Sir, I found the monitor.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet. Let's see, if I put my hand in here and just... Come on.
Got it!
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it. Ta-da! Bloody bullet. And there you have it, Mr. Knight. A single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit, if the bullet didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd could not be Mr. Rook's killer. Oh, he's hesitant? What, no pithy comeback? Detective, have forensics analyze this bullet for striations and compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
Hold it. Oh. look at his pot belly, dude. Wow. He's fallen some hard times. All right, so let's see what forensics has to say.
Our findings are as follows, sir.
Firstly, the blood in the bullet is indeed that of the victim, proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the striations. If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Lastly, the striations on the bullet are a match with this weapon. What? What? How could that be?
No way! Oh, come on.
There's no doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet. How? Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. Well, what's the matter? You didn't think you had me back in the corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Because the only one back in the corner here is you. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Here we go again. Knight's counter. There's no denying it. Forensics prove that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the suspected area. So who pulled the trigger? It can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The heck killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. Yeah, move, Edgeworth. But just remember two things. One, where you found the gun, and two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter. Ugh. How did it come to this? Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is.
There's no way Tabby did it, is there?
Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to go over his statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them.
Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth.
This case is wild, man. My God. My goodness gracious. Hold on. Ooh, why? Okay. Why is it not showing me? There we go. Knight's counter. There's no denying it. Forensics prove that the gun and the bullet are a match. Oops. Oh, wait. I need to press.
Hold it!
Hold it! No, that's...
Objection!
Hey, that's... What was it you said? That forensics would back you up? Ugh. How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine.
The bullet and the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kind of has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no?
Even so, I simply cannot accept that. But sir, there's no denying the evidence. There isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay?
I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it.
You're asking me to call the evidence into question?
Well, there's no way Tabby did this. There's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there.
You seem very sure about this.
Call it my great thieves intuition.
Intuition? Huh. Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in course, the irony is not lost on me, but... If I were to call a piece of evidence into question, it would have to be... Ooh. I didn't think I get this on the first statement. It had to be the gun, right? Because the only thing I can think of is that if they all come from Jingfa, then it's the same gun. Then the markings would be the same. I don't know much about guns. I don't know if the same model of gun has different striations, different markings. But I would say the gun. If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun. Now hand over the evidence you just gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. I'll do as he says if I were you, Edgewood. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. Which means it must belong to... who else?
Take that!
Yeah, who else? The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it. Okay, well, we put that in evidence for now. The bullet that killed the Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area.
Hold it!
Let's keep pressing. Pressing and guessing.
Objection!
No, you hold it. You were the one who proved this. Or are you saying that forensics was wrong? The bullet had the victim's blood on it, which means it must be the one that took his life. And it does seem to have been fired from the gun we found in the trash can. Don't you just love this? Your face, Edgeworth. What a picture. of a man in dire straits, yes. Well spotted, you. Let's just agree that the facts are what they are and move on. A gunfire, the failed bullet.
So who pulled the trigger?
Hold it!
Hold it! It wasn't Miss Tabby. Yes, who indeed?
Still can't bring yourself to admit the truth, huh?
Starting soon. Snooze 'em or lose 'em.
I get it.
Your viewers, that is.
I'll get it. If I was in your shoes just a few minutes ago, burn me up on the inside, you know. Maybe really want to shoot someone. Even now. Sorry, it's no laughing matter, I know. But we both know who really did shoot someone, don't we?
It can't have been me. I was up on the stage, which leaves your little friend.
What proof is there that Miss Lloyd fired that gun? What proof? How about the forensics you ordered?
They didn't find your prints, though, did they?
Yeah, the only prints they found were yours, pal.
Objection!
From when I confiscated the evidence, probably. Anyway, say it wasn't Miss Jonas. Who was it? Because it can't have been me. Your own investigation put the shooter in the spectator area, didn't it? Are you ready to admit it yet? All the evidence points in one direction.
The hack killed Mr. Rook. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer. You just proved it. All right. Let's press on this after the ad break. After the stretch break. You know what? I'm going to use this time to go get some water, too. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, this could have gone way over time on the first session, dude. Booda. Booda. This soundtrack freaking slaps, dude. All this on the DS, man. Fix up my mustache. All right, hey, welcome back from ads. Welcome back. Let's continue on. I don't know much more. I don't know how much longer that Knight can defend himself here. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so the hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it.
Hold it!
That's not what I prove at all. Oh yeah? Then what did you prove? Still trying to make this about how I fired the first shot? Sure, you proved that, and I admitted it. But so what? You're forgetting that you're here to do one thing, and one thing only. You got that right, to uncover the truth. And you think ruining your country's relationship with Zheng Fa is going to do that? No, your job is to solve an attempted assassination, nothing else.
I'll decide what my job is, thank you very much. You don't get to tell me what to do.
Oh, sure. Let the trail go cold while you flip your wig over who gets to say what to who. Or you can finally do the right thing and admit that your little friend is guilty.
Never. You're the guilty one here, there's no doubt about it. The markings on the bullets are consistent with those left by the weapon from the trash can. But if Mr. Knight were to have tampered with the gun somehow, he could have only done it once I've handed over the evidence, and not a moment before.
Isn't there anything we can do, Mr. Edgeworth? There must be something.
Our reasoning thus far has been sound, I'm sure of it. Which means we can overcome his defenses this time as well.
Really? Even with the forensics results on his side?
If a testimony is untruthful, there is always a contradiction to be found. Let's listen to what he has to say for himself one more time. Okay, so it was the first one the first thing we pressed on. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So we know that it's switched now. So we know. Switch for one found in the spectator area. At least that's what we deduced, what we assume. Excuse me. Admit it. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings matched the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
An intriguing move there, Edgeworth.
What was it? What do you say? And you must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation. You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can and put it on your own. Then, not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on the bullet sometime in the future?
Is that so strange? You're a chess player, after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead. Every time.
I'm flattered, but much as it pains me to admit it, you overestimated my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch?
Come on, dude. Come on, man. Knight's counterpart 2.
The gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. That's what we expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, eh? None. That's what.
You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you?
Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up, I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence, will be an excuse, I imagine. Aha! Haha. Pull it on you. Gun's the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. A coincidence, you say?
Or was it a necessity?
It can't be both, pal.
Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about them. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that. It's not so far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use.
Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun?
It's probably something to do with its ease of use. No spent casings to chase down, for example.
Exactly, the perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
And look, there's a laser sight attached.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it on there.
Shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence?
Well, that is...
Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Or did your daddy never teach you that? As it stands...
Dude! Low blow. Low blow.
As it stands, the facts are in my favor here.
Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets. Just what we expect to see.
Hold it!
I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder?
This old girl here? Well, now. Let me check. Let me open the casing. Hold on. Let me check. Let me check. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw.
He reloads his gun every time he fires?
But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that.
Of course. In order to swap the guns properly, he'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun.
He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves, though, which means...
Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned, don't you? Game's all but done, see?
So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what.
Hold it!
Oh, you naive fool. I will press, but...
Something you clearly don't have. If you did, could have made your move by now.
We do so have proof, right, Mr. Edgeworth? You won't be given the chance to investigate any further. I'll have to work with what we've gathered. Think, Miles. Think. Consider all the possibilities.
If you got the goods, it's now or never.
How are we supposed to prove he switched the guns?
Unfortunately, we don't have any direct evidence of his wrongdoing, but that in itself is proof of a kind. Because otherwise, the striations shouldn't have lined up like that, dude. Otherwise, the striations shouldn't line up like they do, right, sir? Right. We must carefully consider and infer what we can from the evidence he brings up in his testimony. The truth is in there somewhere. Alright, so that last one. So... Can we see that revolver? It's the revolver yourself. The revolver itself, right? Oh, no, no, no. Think. I have your proof. Right here.
That's your proof. I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth.
Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove, once and for all, that it does in fact belong to you.
I'm looking forward to this. All right, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook, the bishop, not a pawn, surely.
The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of blood, bullet markings, I guess fingerprints at this point. Fingerprints, namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight. Objection.
My prints? Puh. Of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. Okay, not be there.
Not on there, but on the, What if I told you there are prints on a part of a gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point?
What? Where? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. There's a place where your fingerprints could never have been left if things happen as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence. That will bring our game to its rightful conclusion. Alright, let's look at... the sight of the gun first. Hold on. This is a laser sight. It can be lined up with the target to make aiming a bit easier. Yes, well that is certainly true. It also increases the risk of your target realizing that they're on your sights. In your sights. But I bet you wouldn't realize it if it were you, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because I'm wearing red, you mean?
Yeah, exactly. How did you guess?
Oh, Edgeworth. Oh, Gumshoe. This spot is called the grip. I've held a few guns in my time, though they've never felt quite right in my hand. This one is no exception. Oh, well, let's take a look back here. Here, look closely at the cylinder, detective. 2 bullets fired, but where are the prints we're looking for, sir? On the casing. You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence, but if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected, because the number of bullets fired by each gun was different.
There were 2 spent bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, what about Mr. Knight's gun?
We know that he fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus the few odd ones he let loose and shocked during a little game. After each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit, with his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report. Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. Haha! I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight.
That's...
And there we have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
I didn't...
No. Checkmate.
No! Whoa. Ooh, ow. He has no neck anymore. That is long gone. I was going to be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook. If it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I would have been in control of the whole team. My plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless.
Oh, man. A shame, really. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. Coming with me.
Curse you, Edgeworth! Our game isn't over yet.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today. The next moves we play will be in the courtroom.
But it's not fair! It's not fair!
Shut up! Come with me! Alright. Hooray! Oh, he's back in his buff form. March 25th, 5:12 p.m., Gourd Lake, Lakeside Stage.
Mr. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murderer within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again, now that we're back outside the plane.
Keeping up appearances. I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. You want me to handle it? You want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of our little deception. But looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. I can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted to fake an attempt on your life. That was your crime, and it is a crime you will have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. And I will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that, I shall be eternally grateful. I will be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I return home, perhaps you will visit us in Shangfa. You will always be welcome.
All right, bye everybody. I'm gonna go on my plane now.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well.
Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
No. And I'm awfully sorry about everything. Truly, I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
There sure are. I got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline? Hey, that there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment.
Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun.
As well as I should be. This case is not over yet.
It isn't? How come, sir?
Because until we unravel the story behind this, the case will never be completely over. Behind this. Oh, behind this. Oh, behind this. Oh, yes. The card.
Killer's calling card.
Mr. the Killer has yet to complete his assignment.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet. As one would expect with the attempted assassination of a president, the case was all over the news. My preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were consistently interrupted by requests from the press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of the frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that this was only the first move in a game far bigger than any of us could have imagined. A video game, you may say. The end. Okay. Honestly, this could have been wrapped into the first episode. In the first session here. But no matter. No matter.
Okay. Save your progress? Yes, of course. Down in the slot 2. All right. All right, that's it. That's it. Oh, it's gonna be spoilers. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this session today of Prosecutor's Gambit. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Big thank you to Big Tom Gaming for the Prime sub, and to everybody who followed and subscribed and liked on other platforms. Thank you. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's it for today. If you're wondering what else is on the docket for the rest of the week, tomorrow there may be a stream, maybe not, of on my end. I may be joining Stampy and Spider She, and I don't know who else, for headliners tomorrow. I don't know the exact time, but I will update you on the Discord. I'll update you on the Discord there. If you don't have social media, if you do, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Blue Sky. I post on Threads now. Yeah, if you want to follow, if you want to subscribe on YouTube as well, do that. And if you want to see all the VODs that I've done, VODs of all the streams I've ever done, there's your link there to subscribe. There was 200 videos on there. I will get back to the swing of uploading VODs on there very soon. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Second grade of the day will go to... Let's see. Who are we rating? Who are we rating? Who are we rating? I should return the favor to... You know what? Let's go say hi to Sunny. Sunnyside Farms. They're playing some Avane right now with some peeps. Their subathon is almost over. Oh no, they're raiding out. Oh shoot. Oh man. Dang it. Dang it. I'm too late. Let's go say hi to Rabbit. Yeah, Miss Rabbit. They're playing co-op horror with Tempo Mao. Not sure if Mao is live again. No, it's not. Okay. Let's go say hi to Rabbit. There we go. Copy whichever raid message you have access to, or whichever one you want to use. Just know that I'll be either way. Again, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I will see you tomorrow if I do decide to stream my POV. If not, I will see you on Saturday for Splatter Day, 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. British Summer Time, 8 p.m. CEST. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. 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 Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.